Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is September the 11th, and I got a question for you that I wanted to ask. How many of you actually trade multiple markets, at one time? If you have multiple screens and multiple monitors up, are you trading or do you have multiple markets up, future markets up all at one time? For me, I preferably trade one market and like to focus on one particular market at a time. And, there's a reason for that for me. More so is because I like to be 100% focused on what I'm actually trading and not be distracted by, multiple, not say multiple charts, but multiple markets up. I do have multiple monitors set up. And, primarily I have you guys see here, I have a 4-panel display up. I have the 60 range, the 24 range, the 12 range, and the 4 range on one monitor. And then on the other monitor, I may be looking at some higher time frames. Outside of the 60 range, say for instance, I do have a 36 range up, a daily chart up. So I do look out further out, on a couple other charts, but I primarily just focus on one, market at a time when I'm day trading or into a session. I know some people actually have, you may have multiple monitors. You could have, I don't know, I've seen people have 5, 6 monitors up, with the stands that they have sitting behind, or the posts with the multiple displays up. I just find that more distracting than anything. Your eyes is kind of like looking around, and it's like, and if you can do that, that's fine. If you can actually multitask and your eyes can, scan across different monitors at one time, there's nothing wrong with that. I believe maybe if you have multiple charts up on different monitors, to where you're looking at one particular market, maybe you're blowing up one particular type chart. Maybe for me, it was a 60 range on chart on monitor 1, and then monitor 2, maybe the 12 range. All of which are the same market, but you're just basically blowing up the layout, so you can actually focus more. You can see more. You can actually load more data to your actual chart. So basically, just blowing it up, putting one chart per monitor. I think people do that as well, but to really focus on and have, multiple markets up, and then you got 4 or 5 panels up on each actual monitor, and then having a look to see what's going on in this market, am I in a supply and demand? So that's what the thing about trading, and there's a flip side of that too we'll talk about, but, you guys know I trade supply and demand, and you guys some people have multiple strategies that they actually use as part of their trading plan, and that's okay, whatever, whatever you like doing, whatever works for you and works best for you. If you got a trading plan where you got 3 different types of strategies that you actually use, if the market is, setting up and setting up around, and you like to use certain strategies, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just a very simplistic style trader. I just strictly stick with supply and demand. Very rarely would I ever trade, break and retest, like, trading support and resistance. So price breaking through, say, an area of resistance and pulling right back to which was resistance, which becomes now support, and, looking to see if price is going to react at that particular level and then trading from that. But primarily 98% of the time, I'm looking for supply and demand zones, whatever the case is. So I guess maybe if you have multiple charts up of different markets and you're using one particular actual strategy in your trading, say supply and demand, say I have maybe the ES up, I have crude up, I don't know, maybe I have, I don't know, the bond market up, whatever the case is, or one of the currency markets up, 60 or something like that. Whatever it is that you actually trade, you have multiple markets up, and you're just looking for supply and demand zones, maybe on a higher time frame chart. Maybe you have 6 panels. Maybe you have, and on those 6 panels, or 6 monitors, you have one chart that's a 60 range chart for me, which is my higher time frame and what I primarily focus on to give me bias or direction of the market. And then beside that, you may have monitor 2. You may have like a 12 range chart up to where that's your anchor chart you're using, and maybe take trades off of if price is tapping into off monitor 1. If you market supply and demand zone. So basically, you have 2 charts pairing, 2 monitors pairing up to 2 different time frames, a 60 and 12 chart, monitor 1 and monitor 2, monitor 3 and 4 could be, say, for instance, crude oil, and then, 5 and 6, monitor 5 and 6 could be you know, the 6E, it could be whatever else that actually has to trade, the bond market, whatever the case is. But what I'm basically saying is you have two monitors for each market and just monitor, you know, 1, 3, and 5 or all 60 range charts that you have set up, looking for supply or demand setups. And then you got 2, 4, and 6 monitors 2, 4, and 6 are all 12 range charts. I guess if you kind of, you could possibly do that and kind of simplify, you know, having so many different chart or time frame charts set up on different monitors or one monitor. So if I take my one monitor here and I got 4 panels set up on 4 different time frames, and I got that set up on monitor 1, and then I got something, you know, I got another 4 panels, 4 charts set up on monitor 2, and you know, then you got 3, you got, you know, 4, 5, and 6 monitor, and you have, you know, all these different charts layouts set up. That would just get completely, you know, just too much, an overload for me to be able to look at, an overkill. And so that's why I particularly just like to trade one particular market. And I think you also get an edge. You gain an edge in trading one particular market, focusing on one particular market at a time, because you know you're putting all your focus and your mental capacity on really identifying, really zooming in on what it is that you should actually be looking at. I think you can find there could be a lot of error and a lot of mistake racing through charts. You know, having multiple panels or multiple charts set up on multiple monitors, or whatever the case is. I think that you probably could miss some setups as well. You know, you can miss a lot of setups. So I think it's probably one of the biggest things that people kind of kick themselves in the butt is that when they're trying to trade multiple markets, they tend to be focused on, or, you know, distracted and looking at one particular market on, say, two monitors, say, for instance, and they forgot to look back up and see what's going on monitor 1 and 2. Those first 2 monitors you may have, whatever the case is, to see that maybe there's a setup that's actually unfolding. Maybe price is hitting the area of supply or demand, or whatever the case is. So I think that distraction of having to run through each, you know, all those different monitors and different charts you may have set up on different monitors may cause you to miss a lot of different setups. So, you know, and maybe sometimes it could work in your advantage. I don't know. I mean, for me, my taste of what I think works best for me is just basically, yes, I have, you know, multiple monitors on my my trade setup, on my trading desk, whatever the case is. Really, right now, I just have 2 monitors set up. Okay. Typically, I like to have a 3rd monitor set up, but I'm not using my 3rd monitor right now. So I'm actually in the process of I want to possibly get some larger monitors right now. I believe what I have is 24, just 24-inch monitors right now. And I think I probably want to step up to maybe 27 or maybe even 32-inch monitors, just to kind of blow up the, you know, the charts a little bit more, so my eyes can really, you know, zoom in. Because as you tend to get a little older, you know, your eyes aren't working as best as they are or were when you're in your 20s or your early 30s, whatever the case is. As you get older, you know, your vision gets a little worse as time goes on, just like everything else. You know, we're not designed to stick around and be around here forever. So just like a car, things wear and tear on our bodies as well, and vision is one thing. So as time goes on, you know, I do want to be able to have some larger monitors that would, you know, I could see, have much more real estate to be able to zoom more into, or zoom in and zoom out, and basically be able to load more data to my actual charts, whatever the case. But, you know, I'd like to hear from you guys. Do you guys trade multiple instruments or multiple future markets? You know, do you have multiple monitors set up with all, you know, with all these different panels or chart layouts on, you know, on each monitor? You know, are you able to flow and kind of trade, you know, different markets at you know, at the same time? Basically meaning not you're actually making entries at the same time or trading multiple markets at the same time. Some people do that. You know, they're able to do that and multitask that way. But I just think it's just too much. You know, I think that I may get into a trade and then boom, I'm into another trade on a different market, and then now I'm in 2 markets, and I may forget to exit out my other trade, and you know, the market comes back against me, whatever the case is, because I'm focusing now on what's going on. It's just an overkill for me. So I like to be focused on one particular market at one particular time in one session. And, you know, if I don't catch as many setups, whatever the case is, or there are just not as many setups that are thrown out there, then that's fine. Tomorrow's another trading day. I don't beat myself up. I used to do that a long time ago. I used to beat myself up when it came to missed opportunities, or missed opportunities pretty much, whatever the case is, or not being in front of my, for instance, being in front of my chart when nothing happened in the morning, but then for some reason in the afternoon session, things started kicking off and setup started happening. And then I sit back down at the end of the day, kind of review the market, and I say, man, I missed 3 setups in the afternoon, but nothing happened in the morning. That comes with the nature, it comes with the territory of the business of being a day trader. Sometimes you just can't sit in front of these monitors every single moment of the day. There's other things that you may have to do. But some people may not. Some people actually sit in front of the monitors and they'll wait patiently, whatever the case is. And if you're that patient, I take my hat off to you, because you guys know, anybody who's experienced or has some skill under their belt and some time under their belt, know that patience is everything when it comes to trading. I talk about profitability, I talk about consistency, but patience is another attribute that comes with the territory of that you have to really nail down, tack down real well and grasp, because if not, then if you're a very impatient person, irrational person, you're going to make some big mistakes when it comes to trading. And I've been there, and I'm sure you guys, a lot of people who are watching this video today, have made a lot of mistakes due to not being patient enough, whatever the case is. You just got to look. This is what's called low probability and high probability trading, and sometimes you just have to wait for the better setup. So yeah, I'd like to hear from you guys. Do some of you like to trade multiple markets at one time? How does that work for you? Are you allowed? Does it? Can you focus that way? Or you find it better that you to actually put your energy and your focus on just one market at a time? For me, I'm a very simple person, and I don't like things too complex, and I feel like I'm making a little, nervous if I'm, sitting here looking at all these different screens. Like, I see people all the time have these, these advertisements going on where they're, are sitting in some major trade room or whatever the case is, and they got all these different monitors and all these different markets set up, and they're glancing around looking. I can't do that, I can sit here calmly looking at and waiting patiently, twiddling my little my pen right here in my hand, and just sipping my cup of coffee or whatever drink it is, a cup of tea or whatever it is, and just waiting patiently. And sometimes you guys see me do that a lot of times. I'll sit back here just rocking the chair, and I'll just kind of zoom in and I'll sit back and just wait for something to unfold. I like doing that because to me, I'm stalking. I'm like a sniper. I'm sitting there waiting patiently for that move or that setup to actually happen. So that's just me. That's just my preference. But I would like to hear back from you guys and get your take on it. And what are some of the markets you guys actually trade outside of, if you don't trade the ESA, for instance? I know a lot of you guys trade the, when I say guys, I'm not saying just men in general. I'm talking about, I guess guys is a catch-all term. I mean women and men. I like to say everyone, guys, the whole community, the whole group. That's just meaning everyone, not any particular gender, okay? But yeah, what are some markets that you guys actually trade? Is it, I know some of you guys, like I said, trade the ME, the micros. I trade the E-mini, ES. Do you guys trade other future markets as well? Do you trade some of the commodities or currencies, or what is that you actually trade? I'd like to hear from you as well. I think it's one thing we need to I would love to see happen is be more interactive and engage in the comment section. So if you guys don't mind doing that, just drop a comment. I get some of the same individuals commenting all the time, and I appreciate you guys commenting all the time. Thank you for doing so. But I'd like to hear from other people. We got a lot more people in the Discord community. And that brings me to another note too. If you're interested in joining the Discord, and maybe you are a beginner trader, maybe you're a newcomer to the channel, don't be scared to join the Discord. Don't be scared to step up. I do see a lot more newer people who are active in the Discord now, and I thank you guys for being more active. That's what the Discord is for. It's for us to be able to share our ideas and thoughts when it comes to the future market. So don't be afraid to ask a question if you have one. Because I can assure you someone else probably has that same question, and I like to hear from other individuals. Take part in the community, guys. Take part in the Discord and get active on there. The Discord, like I said, was created for us as future traders to come together. I created it so you guys can share your thoughts and your ideas pertaining to the markets. I know some of us trade different strategies, and there's nothing wrong with you guys sharing your strategies or sharing the tools, the indicators, whatever it is that you use. But the only thing I just please say, not doing the channel is basically advertise someone else's channel information to persuade individuals to push them to kind of look at someone else's channel, whatever the case is. Now, that to me, that's a no-no. Please don't do that. Okay. There's a reason why people have joined this community, and you know the feedback I'm getting, the comments I'm getting. I'm glad I created it. I'm glad that people are, you know, thanking me and love being here. And I'm sure a lot of people on the channel or in the community here feel the same way. It's like, you know, we're here for a reason. Let's stay here. Let's be, you know, user friendly and provide information for this community only, not be persuading and telling, you know, other individuals within this community here to go take a look at someone else's channel. That's not the way to do things. Okay. If that's what you do and you actually are interested in viewing other individuals or other channels or other information out there on the net or whatever case is on the internet, that's do it in your time. But don't do it here within this community here. People here in this community are here for a reason, because they've engaged, they've subscribed, they've become part of the Discord community because of the information at hand here that they like, and they're trying to learn. Not just from me, maybe from some of you guys as well, because you're sharing good information, you're sharing, you know, things that bringing your knowledge to the table and your experience to the table. So nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of you guys are still trying to be consistent and be profitable each and every day, and a lot of you have shared your journey in a sense. You know, each and every day you say, well, I was profitable last week, all week. I was profitable the last 2 weeks, whatever the case is. So I'm starting to see that a lot of individuals are having growth here, and that's good. But there'll be ups and downs. I know, you know, because I've been there and before, where I was profitable for a week or profitable for a month, and then I fell into a little slump. Sometimes we just, you know, that's the part of trading, and not every day is going to actually be a good day. Trust me. And a lot of that has to do with, you know, everything outside of just trading, because we have to be mentally prepared when we're sitting in front of these monitors. So all I'm saying is just don't bring negativity or any negativity to the community. Not just negativity, but also trying to bring the persuasion of trying to take people away and point them in a different direction. Just don't do that. I mean, we got a good, wholesome group here, and we want to continue to build this community together. You know, if you know individuals that are future traders as well, maybe they trade options, or maybe they trade other things, you know, Forex, whatever the case is, or maybe they do trade, you know, different, you know, markets. Maybe it could be Forex. Maybe they trade options, like I just said, and maybe they trade futures as well. And so if you know anyone that's interested and maybe wanting to join the community, tell them about here. You know, tell them our community that we have here, the channel here on Future Trading with Mike, and allow them and point them in the direction to join the Discord. So, but yes, if you're a newcomer watching the channel today and you want to join the Discord, it's free of charge. It is a channel to where we, as a group of fellow traders, come together and we share our ideas and thoughts and our questions and our answers, and you know, there's a lot of humor here on the channel, and it's just a great community. So if you're interested in joining and getting great feedback and possibly getting some help too, because you can see even on the Discord, you know, I don't always have the answer for everything, and sometimes I just sit back and see if someone's going to actually answer, or I see that someone's already answered someone's question, and I'll leave it alone. I'll say, wow, okay, you know, someone else in the community has answered. And that's the thing, the beauty about developing and building a community is that we can all come together collectively and work like a team to be able to build something. So I thank you guys, everyone who's part of the Discord and part of the actual community. Thank you for doing so. Like I said, if you're interested in joining the Discord, just find the link down in the description portion of this video, and you can join today free of charge. Invite yourself in and become part of the team. As also, the only other thing that I can mention here in this video, if you're interested in joining one of the 2 tiers, that's the YouTube membership tiers. So basically, where you just kind of support the channel as a kickback. You can join. You know, they're all both tiers are based for the price of a cup of coffee monthly, and you get perks and rewards behind it. Mostly everyone, I think probably 100% everybody who's currently signed up, they're signed up and joined the Elite Channel Member tier, because they get everything and all the perks from tier 1, including all the additional perks like the member shoutouts, which I do have 2 member shoutouts to give. I think I'll give those in tomorrow's video when we do when I do my live recorded session. But But anyways, getting back to what I was saying, yes, the elite membership tier, one of the biggest perks is the exclusive video content that is not posted publicly here on the channel here on Futures Trading with Mike. You get the exclusive content, the turnkey backdoor access, and basically what that is the trade breakdowns. So, a few times a week, so whatever the case is, I'll go in and break down my trades. I find that a lot of people are finding that very, 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 very beneficial because it walks them through my process, my thought process of what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it and why I took those trades, and they can get a better understanding, and it helps them in their own trading. So maybe you're one that kind of has to have a little step-by-step guidance, and so there's nothing wrong with that. It really isn't, because I was sitting as a beginner at one point, and I wish I had somebody to kind of hold my hand and show me the ropes and along the way. So I thank everyone who's commented and who has joined the Elite Channel membership, and I get flooded with comments saying, man, the breakdown, the trade breakdowns that are offered in the Elite Channel membership is invaluable. For the price of $6.99 a month, they're getting and understanding and grasping why I took certain trades, and I believe it's really helping a lot of people out in their own trading. So if you're interested in joining and becoming a part of the Elite Channel membership program and receiving that exclusive content where I walk through my actual trades, join today. Just find the join button. If you go to the channel's homepage on YouTube, you'll see a button that says join. Click on that. You can join the Elite Channel membership tier and receive that exclusive content. So basically, when I post that content to where it's made private, it's not public. So that is a benefit that a lot of individuals, and that's the reason why they signed up, because they like the trade breakdowns. That helps them out. It walks them through things, and they find value in it. So, like I said, you can click on the join button on the home page or on any video on the channel. Just click on the join button and you can join. So I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. That's all I have in this video here. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's trading session, and have a great rest of your weekend. But yeah, leave some comments, please. And another thing, please make sure to drop a like on the video, please. It supports the channel, and it helps out. It helps the channel in general, whatever the case is, and allows the channel to continue to grow. And it gives me just the motivation to want to continue to make content and grow on the channel as well. So appreciate you guys. See you in the next video.